All right, I'm tired of arguing about it. 100 men versus a gorilla, D&D style. I've got it all set up as best I can. I don't quite have enough minis to have 100 different men out there against this one gorilla in the middle, but we're going to try our best with about 35 or so and see what we can do in combat. We've got one gorilla. I'm going to use the ape stat block. I am adding a couple special rules though. Apes have an AC of 12 and an HP of 9. They have 2 fist attacks, which is a +5 to hit, and 1d6 plus 3 damage. One hit from this will kill any of these commoners, which are going to be the humans. All of the humans on the board, they have commoner stat blocks. So they have 10 AC and 4 HP. Again, one hit from the gorilla, they're down. And the ape has 2 fist attacks per turn. Commoners are going to have 1 fist attack per turn because there's no weapons in this fight. That's how I've heard the argument going down. And they do 1 damage on a hit with a +2 to make that attack roll. So much more likely the gorilla's going to hit. If they hit, they kill. And the humans are going to have to hit about 19 times to kill the gorilla, and we'll see how this all works out. Again, no weapons. They can only attack 8 at a time on the gorilla because there's only 8 spots around him because you can't occupy another space as someone. And we're going to see if we can resolve this once and for all with a definitive response from D&D because that's how the world works in my mind. I am going to apply a couple other things here. So 1, cleave is going to be a thing in this fight. There is no flanking, but there are going to be some like grappling rules that can happen here because I think one of the main arguments is that you got to grapple this thing. If I can get 2 successful grapples onto the gorilla, we're going to consider it restrained and everyone will have advantage on it unless it breaks out. I'm going to say there's no called shots, so there's no blinding, but if we get a critical hit from one of the commoners on the board, one of the men, that's going to count as them hitting like a vital spot or something on the gorilla, which a lot of people are talking about as well. For future reference, apes have +5 to their athletics check, and all the commoners have +0. So these are regular people. They have 10 in all their stats, nothing special about them. Let's get into it. First off, the gorilla is going to get surrounded. I think it's pretty safe to say that. So we're going to have 8 different commoners rush in here. He is ready for them as they rush in, and he's going to start swinging. So gorilla is going to take 2 attacks right off the rip, and we're going to see if he can land any hits. With the +5, he only needs a 5 to hit. Both are going to hit. Both are going to instantly kill who they're at here, but since we're applying cleave damage here, let's see if he's actually able to push through. So he's hitting on 1d6 plus 3. First attack is a 7, and next one is a 6. So 2 of those, that would be a 7, and that would be a 6. So 2 damage would spill over. -2. So one of them has 2 health left. Dead. And another one has 1 health left as the extra health spill over. The 6 humans that are there are going to make attacks on them. The first 2 are going to try to grapple, which are athletics checks. Not great, a 7 and a 5, which is going to be a 0, and the ape is going to make a contested athletics check, and it has a +5 on the roll. It is able to resist the first one, and it resists the second one. 2 more humans are going to try to make theirs. A 13 and an 18, which is not bad, and we're going to make 2 rolls here for the ape. 13 will succeed on that one. One of them is able to grapple, so his speed is 0. 2, 4, actually it was this guy. We've got 1 successful grapple here, and 2 more are going to try to slow him down. So let's do another one. Oop. Nat 20 for a regular 20, and that's going to fail. So this creature is restrained. All attack rolls are going to have advantage, and it will have disadvantage on its attack rolls. So we're going to have our first person actually make an attack with advantage. That is a +2 for a 13. That will hit, and our gorilla is down to 18 health. As these 2 dead bodies move off to the way, 2 more rush in. They have this thing restrained. All attacks will have advantage. It's going to use an attack to try to break free from one of these guys. Well, it'll have disadvantage on the attack. I'm going to say he's just going to strike. He's just going to try to kill someone that's holding on to him. With disadvantage is a 17. He's going to blast one of them. A 2. We're going to say that's going to kill the one that was already damaged. This guy dies and is thrown off to the side. And that was just enough to kill him. 1 is a 4. He is able to kill another one outright that is holding on to him. Going to give everything in the favor of the gorilla just to make sure that it's fair. He is no longer restrained. All of that was for nothing. The 6 guys are just going to panic, and they're just going to try to take swings at him. All flat rolls, and we're just going to roll 6 dice and see what happens. Okay, all of these are +2, and we're looking for a 10 or higher because his AC is 12. So 1 is miss, and that's 5 hits with no crits. That's going to take him down to 13. Not looking great for the ape. Start of the next round, 2 more rush in. He's going to take 2 hits here. 2 is actually going to miss. It's hard to miss these guys, but he succeeded. The 18 is going to be a hit. That is a 6, 7, 8, 9. That's going to outright kill. Well, 1 person with 1 health left. They're going to be dead. It's going to hit 2 other ones and kill 2 more. So he took out 3 that round in 1 fell swoop of his attack, and that leaves 5 there to attack him back on this turn. Ooh. All right, we got 1 crit, 3 misses, 1 crit. So that's going to be 2 damage and 1 damage there. That's 3 more. Gorilla is already down to 10. 3 more are going to rush in. And we're back to the top of the order with the gorilla taking 2 attacks. A 5 and a 2. 5 plus 5 is 10. That will just hit. So we will make the damage roll. 4, 5, 6, 7. It's going to outright kill 1 and another 3 damage remaining on another. And it's not looking good for the gorilla. It's not looking good at all. So we've got 6. We'll make 7 attacks here with the humans that are on him. And this is a war of attrition. We're going to have 1 miss, 2 misses, and 5 hits. No crits. That's going to be 5 more damage, taking him down to 5. 2 more. Well, 1 more rushes in because the rest can't get to him. Gorilla is going to take 2 more hits here. All he needs... Oh, he is going to miss. He's going to hit on that one. 5 damage total. That's going to kill 1 outright and bring this one down to 2. So 1 person is injured. And now we've got 7 more attacks coming in. 3, 4, 5, 6. 7 attacks. Well, 1 crit failed. Miss, miss, miss. 3 attacks are going to get in. 3 more damage. And just like that, he is down to 2 health. Another one rushes in. We tried the grappling method. He's going to hit 2 hit here. Tried the grappling method and it didn't work, so the humans just started wailing on him, beating him with their fists, and it looks like it's going to pay off here. He is going to do 8 plus 6 is 14. So 2 is there. 12 is left. That's going to kill more, so he's going to kill 4 on this round. That feels like a better round for the gorilla. 4 more attacks are going to come in against him from the humans. Misses 2 more hits, and that is enough. The gorilla falls on that turn. He has taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 humans are taken down with him, but hardly a match for this large of a swarm of people. I feel like that was relatively fair, giving him cleave, letting everyone only hit, 1 time. They have no weapons on them. This is the end of the fight right here. 13 people went down, but the gorilla is down on that turn, just being dogpiled by the humans and just beating him up. I think that pretty definitively solves it. The humans would win over 1 gorilla. Thanks for watching.